Hello friends, so today we have a topic of medical astrology, that how medical astrology can be helpful curing chronic diseases like liver cirrhosis. So today I'm going to discuss one case of one of my clients who approached me in 2012 and whom I predicted that the person is going to be suffered with liver cirrhosis, and it happened also. And also we cured him through the astrological solutions and the Ayurveda. So before we go into the case, that how we analyzed, I just want to tell you something about liver cirrhosis. And this is a kind of a disease, we can say a liver cancer also. Still, we do not have any cure in the medical science. Generally, when we see in India, like whenever any of patients, they approach doctors, if anyone has fatty liver, then doctors advise them to take a medicine. The medicine name is Liver 52 of Himalaya brands. I won't say that medical science is not doing anything. Yeah, definitely they are doing a lot of things, because liver transplant is possible by the medical science. But still medical science has no medicine for liver. The curing a kind of, like when someone has a small conjunction in the liver, or if the fatty liver. So for this kind of small problem, the medical science has no medicines. So I just want to tell you in brief what happened in 2012. So my client, who was used to take yearly predictions from me, and generally she was taking the predictions, and when I saw the chart of her husband, I was shocked, and I told her through the chart that it was some kind of alarming situation, because I could analyze her husband's chart that this person is going to be suffered with chronic disease liver cirrhosis. But they did not care that time, because according to them the things were going fine, and that person was very healthy. But still, as a precautionary measure, I recommended few astrological solutions so that they should follow those, and so that the problem should not arise. But it didn't happen, and they did not care about that. So in 2014, they approached me Jan 2014. I'll come into that. Before that, I want to tell you people that how I could analyze that this person is going to suffer with this chronic disease. Here I'm going to share the recommendation with you people, the feedback, the testimony she provided me for curing her husband. For the comfort of you people, I have given the date of birth. The date of birth is 1st of Feb 1977, 8:20 p.m. The birthplace is Mumbai, so that you can enter this data in your system and see the complete details. So let's come into the analysis. Friend, what happened? Okay, so what we could see, the Mercury Mahadasha got started from 22nd November 2013, and for the Leo ascendant, Mercury is Marka, and here Mercury is placed in the 5th house, which is also in the 24.26 degree. As we are aware that 24 to 30 degree is of Mrita Avastha. So this is going to be the worst situation for the person. Now we need to analyze for diagnosing this kind of thing as per the medical astrology fundamental, that the fifth house is for the stomach problem, like all kind of problem when people feel about constipation, liver problem, kidney problem. So here we need to see that how bad conjunctions or malefic planets affected there in the fifth house. So first, the condition is of Mercury. The Mercury is very weak and being the Marka, and if we see the fivefold friendship, and then this is being enemy of Jupiter in the fifth house. Also, Mercury has aspect from Ketu from the ninth house. This is the first condition. And the second condition is the fifth house is the house of Leo sign. So here we need to check that what is the condition of Leo sign or the Lord of the Leo. So if we see the position of fifth house, this is going to be worst gradually, and the Lord of the Leo sign is Sun. This is again in the sixth house, in its enemy's house. The Capricorn sign is its enemy's house, so it's in the Saturn's house. So Sun is again weak in the sixth house. So this is a second condition where the fifth house is going to be weak. Now the third condition, let's see. As we know that the Jupiter is the significator of the fifth house. So here we need to see the position of Jupiter also. Where is the Jupiter? It is in the ninth house, also in the 28th degree, which is again the Mrita Avastha. So Jupiter is also weak in the ninth house because it is placed along with Ketu, and definitely the Rahu aspect would always be there. And here the Saturn has a 10th aspect on this Jupiter. Saturn is weak. It's placed in the enemy's house, and also Saturn is aspecting the enemy house, which is of Mars house, the Aries sign. So here the Jupiter's condition is also worst. So three conditions we have analyzed over here. Now the fourth condition, when we check the liver through the medical astrology fundamental, then we have a condition that in the fifth house, if the Jupiter is in Sagittarius or is in Pisces and placed with Saturn or aspected by Saturn, then the person would suffer with a liver problem. So can we see? No, we don't have this condition, but we cannot avoid Navvansh chart. Let's come into the Navvansh Kundi. This is a Navvansh chart. Here in the Navvansh chart, Saturn and Jupiter are together, and this is a Sagittarius sign. So the fifth condition is again, it's a worst condition for the fifth house. And one more condition is there in the Navvansh chart is Mercury, because the person is going through the Mercury Mahadasha. So here the Mercury is against in its enemy's house and aspected by the place with Rahu. So there are 5 conditions. Also there are a few more conditions, like for such kind of cases we need to see the kind of balas like Cheshta bal, Digbal, Ayan bal. So these also need to be considered. Now the question is that what happened after we did the analysis, and now let me come into the case now. So what happened in Jan 2014? So my client, she contacted me and she told me that the situation has been very, very alarming, and her husband is suffering through chronic disease. This what we have analyzed, liver cirrhosis. In fact, the very renowned hospitals, one we have in India, Medanta in Gurgaon, even they withdrawn. They said that according to them, transplant was not possible, and this person was not going to be survived more than 15 days. Also, they approached ILBS in Basant Kunj, Delhi. These are the very renowned hospital. ILBS is for liver cases only. In fact, they said no. So finally, I started analyzing, and I gave them solution. And see, for before giving the solution in such cases, we need to see the life of the person, that how much lifespan is there. So in the 8th house, so we analyze from the 8th house that this person has so many years now, so nothing is going to happen. And in such cases, what could have happened? He could have gone into the comas, but the life was there. So we started giving the solution. The first solution was to empower 5th house. How we can empower? We did not recommend them to go for yellow sapphire. Here we need to empower both the Leo sign and the Lord of the Leo sign, which was Sun, and Jupiter also. So we recommended purple sapphire. Why we recommended? For this, I am going to cover this topic, that multicolor sapphire has different way of recommendation. We are going to make a separate video where people can see that how these gemstones multicolors are going to work. Normally when we see in the sapphire, we have 3-4 colors generally, like your yellow, white, orange sapphire, pink sapphire. So these are the general colors we can see in the market, but still we have more than 28 colors which we use for the medical astrology purposes to curing the chronic diseases, and sapphire has a major role curing these diseases. Now the second remedy we gave was Mahamrityunjay Tuladan, and it was instant, so that the person should gain the strength. And the third remedy was Mahamrityunjay Yagya. Because the Mahamrityunjay Yagya, everyone, we are aware that this is for, when the person is going through some kind of chronic diseases, then this is the only remedy we have. And the fourth remedy was to again empower the 5th house and the Marka planet. So the 5th house we had to empower, doing the solution for Jupiter. So here we gave the solution for the 9th house Jupiter, and the 5th house Jupiter also, along with the solutioning for Mercury, and we had to do some solution for Ketu, and definitely here we cannot leave this Saturn. So here again we had to follow the solution for Saturn, because Saturn was aspecting the 9th house. 9th house through the 10th aspect. So after following this solution, this person started gaining his health within 15 days. So when the problem was diagnosed as liver cirrhosis, the person's weight got reduced to 36 kg out of 80 kg. And within 50 days, he started gaining his health, and he was around 40 kg during that time. It took around 2 months to gain his weight around 50 kg, and his liver was recovered around 40 to 45%. Finally, it took around 7 months to to have a complete cure. Here I want to add that along with these astrological solutions, we also added some Ayurvedic medicines, and those medicines were homemade, as we have a history of Vedic science. So those remedies were made by me. So this was a way we had planned to cure this person. So friend, here I'm going to share one testimonial with you people, since client has permitted me that I can show this recommendation to the people who want to see. I'm going to share my LinkedIn profile below the video in the description. There you can see that the name of the person is Mrs. Savita Agarwal. She is an educator and running education industry. So you can see her recommendation for me, where she has mentioned something. I want to repeat few lines. It's the recommendation I got was on 18th of September 2015, where she had mentioned that even the Medanta and the hospital like Ayurvedic, they did not give them any hope. So the testimonial is very long, so I would appreciate if you want, you can read the testimonial in my LinkedIn profile. I had told you the name of the person. Friends, I'm going to come soon with a new video with the same case, liver and the liver cirrhosis, the liver cancer. I have multiple cases that how we cure the people. So till then, shukriya, dhanyabad and Bande Mataram.